Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Or welcome to my channel. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. Just Stephen. Or yeah. I am here with a new video on about this full moon happening on May 12th in 10 at least 11 days. From today, I'm recording this on May 1st. I'm going to pull up the chart right now for when this is occurring at 12:55 p.m. Yes. Well, you won't be able to see it in the afternoon because it's still light out, but it's nearly 1 o'clock on the West Coast. It'll be nearly 5 o'clock. Well, 4 o'clock, nearly 4 o'clock on the East Coast. I'm sure you'll see it overseas and in New Zealand. So we have this full moon when the sun and the moon are opposing each other, where there's compromise and there's balance is needed with emotions and your ego or your sole purpose, or if if you have the sun around 22 degrees, you're having this full moon occurring for you. So balance those emotions and your ego. Find some compromise with this Scorpio moon and sun in Taurus on the 12th of May. Or the 13th of May. I've shared when this full moon is in the previous video for all time zones. So you can either go there or go to astro.com and put in your time where you are located and find 22 degrees, 12 minutes for the sun and the moon in Scorpio, the sun in Taurus, 22 degrees, 12 minutes, and the moon at 22 degrees, 12 minutes. And that'll show you where and when this full moon will be occurring. And Leo will be on the rise at this time for this full moon when it starts to occur, and this will be felt for quite some time, for at least um uh it's not, well, actually this is only a full moon. It's actually is it sextile the nodes? No, I don't think so. Let's put the nodes in there. They are actually trying the node. No. Uh huh. Hmm. Well, the moon makes a sextile to the south node and a trine to the north node. Yes. Okay. Yep. The sun makes a sextile to the north node and a trine to the south node. Let's see, here's the sun to the south node, which is making a trine. And then the sun to the north node is making a trine, a sextile, sorry. So this is a really powerful time. And we have Venus making a trine to Mars still. It's within orb. Venus at 8 degrees, Mars at 11 degrees. Because Venus is ruled by Taurus, the sun is ruled by Mars. Or not the sun, Mars is ruled by the sun because Mars is in Leo and is making a trine to Venus and the sun's ruling planet Venus. They're in a very good aspect, easy aspect. But we have some squares here, and sextiles and trines. Need some effort, some easy flow will be occurring. So, all right, I'm gonna go to our all signs portion now. Just remember that the sun and the moon are at 12 degrees, 22 degrees and 12 minutes of Taurus. The sun is in Taurus at 22 degrees, 12 minutes, and the moon is at 22 degrees, 12 minutes of Scorpio. So I'm just going to change put Aries on the oh no, let's go back. We want to go back because we want to put Aries on the first house. Here we go. So here we go. Yes, Aries is the first house. So here we are. Where the sun will be in the second house of finances, money, and the moon will be in the 8th house of other people's money, inheritance, death, taxes. Yeah. So this is the full moon between the 2nd and 8th. This is about money. Your money, other people's money. Then we have Venus in your sign, Aries, making a trine to Mars. The moon rules Mars. The moon in Scorpio is in fall. It's ruled by Mars in Leo, which is making a trine to Venus, the sun's ruling planet, in your first house. So this could be a very polarizing. It could be compromise. There's compromise, the support and balance here. There aren't many squares, and this is Pallas Athena. This is the asteroid Pallas, or the goddess of wisdom, making a trine to Jupiter, the planet of wisdom. Hey, not bad. Very good here. So that's what I see for Aries. Taurus. Well, Taurus, this full moon is happening in your 7th house. The sun is in your house, illuminating you. The moon is reflecting from other people. Your spouse is reflecting your light. Other people, your spouse's emotions could be triggered here and reflecting them back to you. So it's interesting time for you, Taurus. Although Venus, your ruling planet, is in the 12th house. So things you're taking action with from the home and your home to the 12th house. So these are very personal houses. The fourth house is actually definitely a personal house. It's where you're taking action at home. Uh, I wouldn't show any take any do anything that you don't want to be seen done in public, because well, the fourth house is not a public house. It's a personal house. It's the fourth house of home. Or the or you or where you go to seek solace and solitude and sanctuary, the fourth house. Taking initiating things in the fourth house. And it's making a trine to Venus in your 12th house of self-undoing. So yeah, I think don't try to do things that I know you never want to try to do anything that'll upset other people, Taurus, but the 12th house is the house of self-undoing, the house that things happen behind the scenes. Um, so yeah, Taurus. Oh, I had this in the Eastern Daylight Time. Hi, okay. I just noticed that. So I have this in New York Eastern Daylight Time on May 12th. And then we have this, so the sun ruled by Venus, the moon ruled by Mars, which are making a trine to each other. It's a really good balance, easy aspect, but they're in hidden houses. Things where you don't want to see people to see what's going on. Actually, the 12th house is also the house of hidden enemies. You may make one or create a hidden enemy. Um, or a hidden enemy may be illuminating to you at this time as well. Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. All right, next. We'll move to Gemini. Well, this full moon is happening in your sixth house of work, service, pets, service animals, um, daily routines, health health regimens, exercise. If you that was like, well, that's a health regimen. There's an exercise program. So the moon you'll be feeling that maybe you'll be feeling you want a new pet. Maybe you want to take on on this new manifest a program to get your health, make your health better, Gemini. The sun is in the 12th house of self-undoing, mental capacity or mental capacity. The sun could be also, well, you're communicating with making probably communicating privately about something here that you want to accomplish. Not a great time to talk to put your ideas out there into the public at this time. Just write down your ideas for future use. You may even get some interesting dreams and for insights here. Gemini, yes. And Venus is in your 11th house, ruled by the sun. Well, yeah, because Venus rules Taurus. You don't have anything in Libra, so yeah, except for Spica, whatever. Yeah. That's just a fixed star, Spica, however you want to pronounce it, but that's not a major planet. Um, and then Mars is in your third house of your um, short distance travel, writing, the internet. Maybe you're wanting to create something that or write something and you're just it's in the editing state or the manifestation stage, not sharing it out in the world, just manifesting it and let it planting the seeds and then waiting for them to germinate later on. That's what this full moon is for you, Gemini. Cancer. Well, this full moon is in your fifth house of fun, creativity, children, casual sex. It's a relationship house. Casual relationship, like dating. You can go on a date, start going datings, and uh, or working on a creative project, you're manifesting a child, maybe. And this is a great time to be with your friends, with the sun in the 11th house. Venus is in your 10th house, which ruled the sun. So you'll be seen, your values will be seen, your self-worth values, how you'll be making a lot of money here now. Just that Cancer rising, with Venus in your 10th house, you will be noticed and valued in your career and in the public and the public image. Maybe you'll be seen as a mother figure or father, or a father figure. Venus in the 10th house. And then we have Mars in the second. So yeah, you can be making money here. The moon can be making money in an entrepreneurial endeavor. Fifth house is entrepreneurial endeavors. It's also speculative gains. Gambling. Well, I would gamble responsibly. You don't want to over gamble, because Mars in the second house could spend your money. It could deplete your bank account, your financial, yeah, as probably a financial advisor would say, it's not a great time to go to a casino. Or if you do want to go to a casino and have fun, just limit your funds on how much you want to gamble. Don't dip go um, into your savings. So yeah, make sure you are budgeting, Cancer. Okay. Next, Leo. Leo. This full moon is happening in your fourth house. So it's illuminating your home. You'll probably be feeling more emotional towards your home, your family, your ancestors, the ancestral line, your lineage. Here is the fourth house, and you'll probably be feeling that your emotional state needs to be, may find that your emotional state is going to need to be um taken care of. Um it's almost like you taking a nice bath and really relaxing. But in the sun is in the 10th house, illuminating your career, your public image. Um, Hide your emotion, try to make a compromise between your career and your personal life. Um, uh, Mars here in your first house, which ruled by the moon. So it's going to be difficult because what you're feeling is actually you'll be showing it in your personality and your appearance. So make sure that you have strong boundaries placed here because Moon and Scorpio need strong boundaries. They need strong, um, so they're not hurt and betrayed. Mars can bring some action into this. Uh, and and Venus is in your ninth house, which is ruled by the sun. So, Venus is making a trine to Mars, which is a really easy thing here. So your philosophy on life, your higher purpose, you'll value, maybe you'll change the value, what you value in your religious belief or your philosophical belief or um belief in anything like or actually religious governmental beliefs um that could be different here. Right. So moving on to Virgo. Virgo. Well, Virgo, this full moon is happening in your third house of your of childhood um writing, uh short distance travel. This is places that are familiar to you, like you're in your neighborhood. The sun is in your ninth house of higher purpose. So there's a compromise here between the ninth and third, long distance travel is the ninth house also, and short distance travel, third house or neighborhood, and then this is like oversea. This could be other cultural ideas, higher purpose, uh, travel. Mm, Venus is in your eighth house, Virgo, and is making a trine to the 12th, and Mars in the 12th. These are also in averse to you as well. Um, you're not going to see what's going on behind the scenes or in your eighth house because Virgo, eighth and 12th houses, it's like having blinders on. You're not going to see it coming. Um, you'll be putting more value into your um, eighth house, of other people's values, other people's money, that your spouse may put on you, or um, a as business partner could put a value here. Mars in your 12th house, on the other hand, is dealing with other things that are behind the scenes with um, overseas. This could be overseas currency as well. Uh, the 12th house is the house of self-undoing. Make sure you take actions that are not creating something that's or hidden enemies by the actions you're taking could be creating a hidden enemy for you, Virgo. Uh, so that's what I see for you, Virgo. Libra. Well, Libra, you are ruled by Venus, and this full moon is in Venus's sign of Taurus, your 8th house. The sun is in your 8th house, and the moon is in the second of money, finance. So this is your money, emotional strife, could be emotional, something emotional with money, a compromise and balance here with money, and money that you owe, or like taxes and credit card debt. This is the house of 8th house is the house of death, taxes, and debt. Yeah, the 8th house is death, taxes, and debt. The moon in the second house is about your money, your emotional attachments to your money. So there's a balance of powers here, compromise between the second and 8th house money, about money matters. Although, well, this sun is ruled by Venus in the 7th house, Taurus. Oh wait, no. The sun is ruled by yeah, Venus is ruled by the sun in Venus, in Aries. Sorry. Okay, so we have Venus in Aries, which is ruled by the sun in your 7th house of your partner, your significant other, one-to-one relationships, your clientele, the your the marketplace, selling and items, and yeah, your audience. So Venus is very prominent in your 7th house now, making a trine to Mars in the 11th of friends, benefactors, windfall from money, probably. Actually, maybe your partner's money will be something like a business partner's doing better than you, Libra. So, or your partner is doing better than you, but this is a good thing. Mars is in your 11th house of friends. And the moon and the sun. So yeah. What else did I want to say? Uh so this isn't about you. This is about your significant other, your partners, your friends, and your money, and other people's money. Yeah, you may have an emotional attachment to something here. Our emotional attachment to friends and your, well, I'm sure you'll have an emotional attachment to your spouse, and something emotional with your business partner, Libra. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, this full moon is happening in your sign. It's You're going to be feeling very highly emotional. Um, you'll be showing your emotions. Everyone will see how you're feeling with this full moon, especially when the sun is in the 11th, in your seventh house. And okay. All right. Now, more, I was laughing because I was thinking of the age of Aquarius, where the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Okay, sorry, Scorpio. Sorry, Scorpio. Uh, so this moon is ruled by Mars, as that's in your 10th house. Um, your emotions will be shown, and your actions will definitely be seen. So make sure your actions and your emotions are in check here. Um, because make sure you're not over emotional, where you're it's doing things in public that may not be appropriate behavior in the public eye and your public image. So your reputation could be at stake here, Scorpio. And Venus, ruled by Mars, the sun in Taurus is ruled by Venus in in Aries, in your sixth house. Um, so yeah, make sure you're doing things, work and career. You'll be seen in your work and your career. You'll be doing uh but yeah, make sure your emotions are stable and you're not overextending yourself and overdoing things. Yes, because we have Mars in a fixed the sun. I'm sorry, the sun in a fixed house. Mars is also in a fixed sign. The sun is in a fixed sign, and the moon is in a fixed sign. And the moon is also squaring, well, going well by sign anyway, Pluto. And yeah, so that's like a fixed square, basically, by sign anyway. A Scorpio, yeah. Uh, but make sure you're initiating and taking action in ways that are beneficial for you in the public. That's what I got for you, Scorpio. Next, Sagittarius. Well, this full moon is happening in your 12th house. Sagittarius of self-undoing, emotional, mental states. Make sure your emotional, mental state is intact here. The moon your emotions could create a hidden enemy, with the moon rules Mars, yes, because Mars rules Scorpio, and your moon and the moon here. Mars is in your ninth house of higher purpose, so you'll be definitely seen in the public because the ninth, 10th, and the 11th house are public houses. make sure, Sagittarius, you are also doing things that you would want other people to see that you're doing good deeds instead of uh, taking drastic measures to do something. Although Venus is making a trine to Mars in your fifth house, so you'll probably be valuing your creativity, power here, being more creative, being demonstrative in your creativity, um, your crafts, your um, projects, um, children, and speculative gains and speculation or and gambling. The fifth house is the house of fun. Venus is here in the house of fun. So actually, you'll probably be having a very uh, really interesting sex life. Casual relationship dating is really good here. And make sure it's aligns with your purpose and your higher self here. Don't do things that are embarrass even you. um yeah, don't yeah. Um the sun is in the sixth house of work, service. So being of service, actually letting your ego be of service to others. And yeah, keeping your emotions, well, you probably have with the moon in the 12th, I would say you're going to have some interesting emotional dreams. I would keep a journal, writing down what's coming up for you creatively. Actually, you may be doing a creative project here. Um, that's very important to your higher purpose. Creating something beautiful here. Venus is beauty. It's in Aries, but still, it could be like the tomboyish type of beauty, like Mars in Leo is, yeah, in the ninth house of higher purpose, God. Um, Religion, you may want to cut or sever a type of different religious belief you used to have and try studying a new one. This is the house of studying or book publishing, higher learning, studying high in the higher learning, where the third house is elementary, high school level. The ninth is college and beyond. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Use that wisdom from the third house and the wisdom you get from your clientele and your um audience here. So yeah, actually, it's a good thing. Actually, you may change something with your social media also here, Sagittarius, because Pluto is going through your third. Jupiter, your ruling planet, is in your seventh house. Okay, the age of Aquarius is in my head again. Sorry, Scorpio and Sagittarius. um, when Jupiter is in your seventh house and the moon aligns with Mars, yep. Oy, alrighty. Um, so we're gonna have a very Aquarian type this year. This is going to be this is going to be the pivotal point where the new year begins, I think, because January, February, March, and April have been very different than when this full moon occurs. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to a Capricorn. Well, Capricorn, you're ruled by Saturn, which is not in the mix here, but it's making a trine to this moon, the full moon, basically. Almost. Yeah, within orb, I guess. Um, so and this full moon is happening in your 11th house of friends, uh, benefactors. Benefactors are helpful. They give you money. Bring you wealth from, and they understand where you're coming from. They may give you wealth towards a from your career and your great and career gains from your career endeavors. The sun is in the fifth house. So fifth and 11th houses of something. Oh, hold on. I need to stop that. And who the heck is it? I'm so sorry, Capricorn. I I had a delivery. I had to get that. Actually, they left it outside. Of course, FedEx left it outside, and they buzzed there. But so all right, so Capricorn. So this full moon is happening in your 11th, and this sun is in your fifth house. The moon is ruled by Mars in Leo in your eighth house of money, other people's money, inheritance, death, taxes, debt. And then the sun in Taurus is ruled by Venus in your fourth house of home. So you're going to probably be putting more value and beauty into your home and being more creative. Maybe you'll be doing creative things with your home, like creating a garden or doing some landscaping, making your home more beautiful with Venus in the fourth house. It's making a trine to Mars. So this full moon ruling planets of the moon and the sun, Mars and Venus, are in a very good aspect with each other. For you, Capricorn, with your home and your your money, that you may be investing in making your home more beautiful, or adding an addition that you have been saving for, investing in, Capricorn. You're very good with money anyway, Capricorn. Business oriented, very stoic and structured. And Saturn in your third house here is making a trine to this moon from the moon. So you'll be feeling very good with your neighbors, neighborhood, your spouse, well, not your spouse, your siblings and neighbors, and your extended family who are close by. All right, moving on to Aquarius. This full moon is in your 10th house of your career, your public image, your public persona, how you are seen out in public, in the public eye. So your emotion, everyone in the public will see your emotions and see reflecting back to you from the 4th house. Just make sure that that you're protecting yourself, your public image, and it's trying trying to Saturn, yeah, which is also your ruling sign, your planet in your 2nd house of money. So make sure you're putting more boundaries on your savings and your money. Although you're feeling very at ease with your siblings, your neighbors, and the places you go to on the daily, like your daily grocery store or the deli places you are familiar with and people you're familiar with. And then we have Mars in your 7th house, which is making a trine to Venus. Mars is ruled by the moon. The sun is ruled by Venus here because Venus is ruled by Taurus, and Mars is ruled by the moon. Mars is ruled by Scorpio here in your 7th house, which is making a trine from the 3rd to the 7th. So your spouse and your siblings and your familiar surroundings, your familiar environment, neighbors, your neighborhood, like your neighborhood, is in very good condition here. Your spouse or a significant other could be taking initiative in a community, in the neighborhood watch, maybe a neighborhood watch. And you could be in the public in that way through your spouse or significant other. Aquarius. Pisces, last but not least, and never least, always the best. Pisces, our spiritual gurus of the zodiac. Well, Pisces, you're ruled by Jupiter also, and Jupiter is in your 4th house. So you're expanding your home. But this full moon is occurring in your 9th house of higher purpose, the house of God. We have Mercury in the 3rd house. Mercury's in his house of joy here in the 3rd house, I think, right? Mercury likes to be in the 3rd house, I think. Hold on. Let me sorry, I need to hold on. Sorry, but everybody, not one thing, it's another. So I say, okay, Mercury is in the 3rd house. Mercury is in his joy in the 1st, not the 3rd. Sorry. Pisces, this full moon is in your ninth house. This full moon is in your ninth house of higher purpose. So you'll be feeling your philosophical, uh, feeling philosophical, feeling of religion beliefs. And your Mars, the sun is in your third house. So, and then Venus, the ruler of the sun in Taurus, Venus rules Taurus, is in Aries in the second house of money, finance. So you may be making some money here, Pisces, which is a good thing. Your value, money here. And Mars is service. You'll probably be making money through some side of a type of service you're doing for others. So the houses, this Mars in the sixth house of taking action is something, doing something of service and value, which brings you value and money with higher purpose in mind. And it's probably going to be very something close to home, close to your neighborhood, with the sun here in the third house. So, and Jupiter is in your fourth, as I said. So you'll be feeling expansion in your home. Maybe you'll be expanding your home in some way. Pisces as well. So this was just some things I can say about generally. If you'd like a full birth chart reading with me, you can always book one, and you can just email me and we can figure out what your needs are and what you're looking for, and go from there. My name is Stephen the Jupiterian. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and sharing my videos. 161 that I last saw, and lots of great comments. And so if you're new here and you want to see more content from me, subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up. Yep. And thanks for watching. I'm Stephen the Jupiterian. Take care, everybody.